That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it. Out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They will run for the first time with Miles Sanders. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 19-yard line.
Sometimes you need a phone, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that when they keep you
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Sanders toss left side. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Tackle made.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. To a hit, and the ball is out. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Gone. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, it's gone. He rifles one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
On the counter now, it's Sanders. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a carry for Sanders. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Woo! And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. Yeah. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Montgomery on the return. The Eagles take over 1st and 10. At their own 24-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Ball carrier.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And that will be incomplete.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
Here's Thomas Morstead now. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. "43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Gain of 9 yards. First down, Washington.
Now gone. He'll drop this down to Williams. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 16 yards, a first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Single.
From the gun, it's Tua. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That's a gain of 13 as they try to whittle away at this 13-point deficit. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
48-yard line.
Second and 12. Looking to pass. Tua. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
The Eagles on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Yannick Ngakoue picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. That hurts. If it was running into the kicker, wouldn't be a first down. Roughing, it is a first.
And just think about the differences between the two. Running into the kicker almost feels inadvertent, just a small tap, so to speak. But when you rough him, here's your bodies are hitting the ground and flying all different places. And the difference is 5 yards or 15. And in this case, that's a big play.
Sanders, the ball.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 2nd down, Tua. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Jabal Sheard wreaking the defensive havoc.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack.
5-yard line.
Out there set ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now Goff on 1st down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They run out of the shotgun with Mostert. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The ball carrier.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
You got it.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Looking deep for Gabriel. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
Running on 1st down is Mostert, but he can only manage a yard, and that's about it before he's tackled.
The tackle.
No doubt about it. Really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Well, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ross Cochran. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now Tua. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Winds up and lets it go. It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Washington.
Complete to
Curtis Samuel, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
You said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Tua going to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Check 99. Check 99. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Found good room to run there, returns it 14 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the field goal. A 56-yard attempt.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time.
That's
I mean,
true.
that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
2nd and 10, Goff again. Taking a shot for Samuel. And yet again, Goff is intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. But pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
Sanders, the ball
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
They'll go again with Sanders. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Able to push his way through. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline and puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
43-yard line.
Another run here with Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards there, 1st down. When he runs, he seems to do a nice job of knowing when to be patient and find the hole, and then when the hole is there, he goes quickly.
You're exactly right. He knows how to just take off, but you know what else? Brings a little thump with him, doesn't he?
He does.
He packs the boom at the end of the run and finishes it going forward.
Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after's up and good. And that stretches the lead all the way up to 27. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Take over. First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Yannick Ngakoue able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a fifth, barring a conversion here on third down. On play action, here's Tua. And that is incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
He's going to let one fly for Tate. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
Now it's the backup Tannehill. And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has three options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option of
and it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, so another interception, CD. And it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Golden Tate. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 28-yard line.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line. A 5-yard gain on the play. First down, Washington.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
Now they try the right side here. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Washington on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 17. He's going to wind up and air it out. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. This one caught by Isabella. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Andy Isabella. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles get a score closer. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think they might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let them go out there with a little bit more confidence.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Tannehill. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Number 26 is
a big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10. Down at the 33. Back to throw, Tannehill. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Let's go one more. Check left, check left. Check, check. Good track, good track. Mike spot 9. Tackles, tackles. Check, 59. Hey, let's get that.
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And this one will be brought back to the 22. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air is going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
After the turnover, it's Tua. That's complete to his receiver, Ayuk. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Shotgun snap into the give to Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. That ball complete to Isabella. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. 45-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. 20. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 35. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. On first down, it's Sanders. And he'll get maybe a couple before he's taken down, as that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll run in Sanders. And this time he is in. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles make some inroads here on that deficit. He's got it, and the score's now 27-14.
Makes this Washington 27, Eagles 14.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be covered up by Washington. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Play action. It's Tannehill. And he'll take a shot here for Hooper downfield. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And it's third down.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
It's brought in left side by Tate. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They snap it to Tannehill. And that is incomplete. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
He's going to let it fly. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Back to the air on second down, Tagovailoa. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Dante Jackson picks it. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line.
42-yard line.
There you go. Right here. Waiting. There you go. Tiger.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. Incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Tannehill going to throw it. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, in all likelihood, this ball game's still over. I mean, even with the interception, 2-score game, they need a miracle.
Curious decision to even throw the ball in that situation, but maybe they saw a stacked line of scrimmage and said, hey, it's better to try and throw than to try and run against it. In any event, I think you're exactly right. Now, the other team can pad their stats, but I think they're going to win.
Yeah, but still, don't change the channel just yet. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. 8 yards to go on second down.
At the 43-yard line.
Another run with Sanders. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. One final try for Tagovailoa. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So it's Washington getting the victory here. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower to get to the football because they just felt like if we go out there, we're just going to turn it over anyway. So it was really, really a stellar performance.
So for Washington, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again.